I lost 3.3 kg, which is the equivalent of 7 pounds in 1 week. And let me tell you what I did. But before I tell you, this is a disclaimer. I'm not in any way endorsing this or telling you to do it. I am just sharing what I did that worked for me. You can do with that information what you want. So the first 3 days I did a water fast, meaning no coffee, no tea, no food. I literally was surviving on only water. Water for breakfast, water for lunch, water for dinner, water for dessert, just water. And on the fourth day, when I wanted to break my fast, I had a bowl of catfish pepper soup. And the days after that I started eating, I've just been eating eggs, spinach, basically more vegetables, chicken. That's all I've been eating. And honestly, I feel really good. Yesterday I had a smoothie, and my taste buds literally rejected the smoothie because it was too sweet. Me, on a normal day, I would have finished like the entire cup of smoothie, but I tasted it. I'm like, oh, this is too sweet, which is really what I wanted because I was eating too much carbs, too much sugar. I could finish one loaf of banana bread in one sitting, and I needed to just break that carbohydrate addiction. I'm not saying I would forever quit carbohydrates. I just needed to do that to discipline my brain that you don't need to always have sugar. Besides the fact that I lost 3 kg, I also checked my waistline. I didn't take a measurement of my waist the first time, but I took a measurement with the tailor, and my waist was 31, but now my waist is at 29. So I'm excited.
Speaking about weight loss, I would like to know if you would be trying this, and also are there tested and trusted methods through which someone can lose weight? Because for me, guys, one time I tried, like, naturally my body, I gain weight just like I lose weight. If I don't eat well for a day, I tend to drop some kilos. I don't have scales, so I don't get to measure, to like measure all the take measurements and look at how much pounds I have lost, or how many kilos I have lost. But how I know when I lose weight, I have clothes that are really tight. When I wear them, and of course I can see space, I have skirts that can barely pass my thighs on a good day. When I wear them and they are way above my backside, I'm like, oh, I know that I have lost some kilos. But one thing I have realized is carbohydrates, as I don't know, carbohydrates triggers my weight gain, especially bread, and I love bread so much. Yesterday, my sister was out and I asked her to buy bread. This girl came back with 2 loaves of bread. I practically begged her to dash one out because if that bread stays in my fridge, I am going to be having bread for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. For some time, I have deliberately avoided bread. I hardly eat bread, maybe once. In fact, the last bread I had, I threw it away because I was eating bread like once in 2 weeks, once in a month, once in 3 months. So the bread eventually spoiled and all that. So I tossed it in the waste bin. So that's why yesterday when she got 2 loaves, I was like, let me start with one. This one. And the thing is, I love bread spreads a lot. Like I have Nutella, I have peanut butter, I have butter, although I hardly use that. I have mayonnaise, I have jam. And when I want to eat bread, I want to have like all these spreads. So I end up eating like 6 slices, guys, 6 slices. And the moment I finish it, I'll start regretting. Oh my God, what did I do to myself? I don't like this. I shouldn't have had this. I shouldn't have had that. But then I just cannot help myself. But sometimes when I have a party to attend and I have a particular dress I want to fit into, trust me, I take my diet plans really seriously. I have put on so much weight that I have clothes I have never worn that no longer fit. And then there's this gown I bought from a boutique called Miss K, located in some parts of Nigeria. They also have a very functional online store. I ordered these gowns. The gowns on the model looks like they used the bigger model and claimed it's a size 16. Of course, the girl I was looking at is obviously bigger than me. So I was like, okay, if this size 16 is her size, why won't it size me? Guys, I ordered 2 of those gowns, red and black. Beautiful gowns, cleavage showing, just my perfect type of gowns, but these gowns don't size me. I even went to the market, got like a material, a red, supposed to be like a pepper red material, but I just could not get that exact shade. So that's why they just patch. The thing wasn't looking good. So the black one, I said I was not going to tamper with it, but I would rather lose weight to fit in. But then recently I went shopping. I shopped for new clothes. One time I lost some kilos, those clothes could not fit again. So these are the issues, guys. But for me, I used to be a 10, 12, and then I got to 14, and presently I'm 16, 18, and it bothers me a lot. Even some 16 no longer fits. I used to wear like a 14 skirt, top 10, 8, but now top is like 14, down is like 18, 20. And guys, I'm not even gonna lie, I am not happy about that. Like, it makes me really sad because I don't like being a plus size. I am not tall, so you can imagine the whole weight on my legs. My legs are now like yam tubers. Hey God, like if my parents see me, the last time my parents saw me, they were like, "You're too big, try and lose weight, so that I should be exercising." You know what it means for my dad to be calling me, "Have you gone for exercise today? Walk around." But then the issue is, this estate I moved into, guys, this is a beautiful estate. The street is, this is supposed to be like a highbrow area. But then there is this shanty, there's this portion of land that two wives are dragging for, and their husband is deceased, so two wives are dragging for that land. Both parties have refused to sell the land. They said if they must sell it, it's 300 million, and whoever buys it will pay 600 million. One for wife one, one for wife two. Like, they are not willing to sell 300 and then sell and then share the proceeds. Each person 300 M. So right now there are some shanties there, like zinc houses with lots of tacky shops. So most evenings those there just come out and line up along the streets, like, like you're in the village. When you're passing, they're looking at you like they have never seen a human being before. So it gets me, so I don't know, it makes me cringe. It makes me very uncomfortable to stroll out. Recently I was even asking about a gym, if there's a gym around, but then the time. And then if I had like a job where I went to every day, I think it would have been a lot better. Because when I was actively doing a 9 to 5 before COVID, I used to, like, guys, when I go to work in the morning, I don't eat until I return. So I was eating like once or twice in a day, and I lost weight. But now I go to work like 2 to 3 times in a week. Sometimes I don't even go at all because I work mostly from the house, and it makes me eat. Another way I lose weight is when I visit people. My palate is so childish, and most times I don't feel comfortable eating as I like in people's houses. So once I go to your house, I'm like, no, I don't want this. I don't want this. The truth is, not like I'm not hungry, but I probably don't like what you cooked. The meat is probably not enough. I love meat a lot. I think that's another thing that triggers my weight gain. A lot of meat. Like, I'll buy suya of like 40 to 50k, just put in the fridge and be eating. But I recently gave out all my packs of suya, and I've decided for the next 3 months I'm not going to take beef, maybe more of chicken, eggs, just whatever I want to eat in little portions. I really want to lose weight, and I am not even kidding. Like, it makes me sad that I am not as I used to be. I don't like being plus size. I don't like being a size 14, 16. I love being a 12. Like, I look at my old pictures, I'm like, am I ever going to be like this? And then my auntie keeps assuring me, you can actually do it if you're disciplined. You can actually do it if you're disciplined. Like, I have an auntie, she has twins, and guys, she's so hot. Her tummy, my stomach is even bigger than her own. In fact, my stomach is bigger than my mother's stomach. The thing said, no, they agree me talk. Even though my friends will be like, you have flat stomach. I say like this, flat stomach. My dear, so tell me, do you have a trusted weight loss um recipe? Like, what's your weight loss recipe? Or do you just like what you look like and don't care about losing weight? Sometimes it's not even about being able to fit into clothes, for health purposes too. Like, if I walk small, I'll be panting. And that's because I know I'm overweight. Like, I just know. I don't need somebody to tell me. Share your thoughts in the comment section.